I'm Bobby Broyles with CAA First Look. Recently, we traveled south to Georgia State University where we caught up with senior softball pitcher Alana Thomas. Last year's most outstanding player in the 2011 CAA Softball Championship has overcome many obstacles in her collegiate career, and with 1 year left, she plans on leaving the Panther softball program where it ended last season, back on top. Alana, let's go back to the championship game. You guys were down by 2. You're going into the 6th inning. You're facing Hofstra's ace. Was there a time where, you know what, we're going to be the runner-ups again? With the doubt set in mind?
There's always that fear that that's going to happen again. But pretty much I feel like last year was a totally different team than what we've ever had since I've been here. And it felt like it was going to be the right year. And honestly, we went through so many challenges throughout the year, and we were able to come over all of those. So we always had a feeling that, it's not over till it's over. And so it turned out in our favor.
What was the team's mindset that morning coming in, knowing you had to win both games?
It's always tough. Playing tournaments throughout the years where you have to beat a team twice, it's a lot harder, and you have to have a really tough mindset that day. And honestly, we were just playing inning by inning and realizing that whatever happened, if we give 100%, every time we went out there, that good things would happen. So we were hopeful.
You get a run in the 6th inning, you cut the deficit to 1 in that first game, and then your senior teammate who has graduated, Lauren Jones, belts a 3-run home over the left field wall. What was your reaction and the rest of the team's reaction when that happened?
It was, I don't want to say shock, because Lauren does that all the time, so it's always nice, but it was just incredible timing, and we were so excited for her. And it was just, when something like that happens, that it happens for a reason, and we knew that meant good things were coming, and so we just built off that, and we just kept pushing through, and it went over into the second game.
Now, you started the first game, you pitched 4 innings, you came out of the game. How long did you have before Coach came up to you and said, hey, you're going in the second game? Because you said traditionally your team doesn't do that.
Yeah.
You usually don't start 2 games in a day.
Yeah, we usually don't pitch 2 games in a day, and I didn't really know what the coach was going to do, honestly. So after the first game, we all tried to calm down. He said, okay, take a few minutes, be excited, and then get composed again. And so we went and got something to eat, and I came back, and he said, okay, you're starting this game too. And I was like, okay, well, I need a catcher. Let's go warm up again. So I was really excited. And honestly, I'm not used to throwing that much in a day. And that day, honestly, I didn't notice it. I just kept pitching. And, the next day I was a little sore. But I don't know. It felt right that day, and things were working. And I just pushed through it.
You go on and toss a complete game, 3-hit shutout, in the most important game of the year to send your team to the NCAAs and your first CAA softball championship. Take us through that game once again.
It's weird to go back, honestly, it is. I think Amy, our pitching coach, Amy Dumas, she kept saying, in the end, this is all going to pay off. We went through a lot of turmoil and everything through the season. I had some rough games. I had a rough season. And so she kept saying, it's going to pay off, it's going to pay off. And so I just did everything we worked on in practice. I worked on every pitch. I focused on every pitch. And, the defense did amazing behind me. And I think we all just banded together at the end. And, it was a group effort, and it went off perfectly.
Why was last season so special?
It was the girls. Honestly, we all got along so much better than we ever have in the past years, and we just had great team chemistry. Roger Kincaid, our new coach, he helped bring us all together, especially after the beginning of the year. And so we all banded together and decided, we're one group, we're one team, and we were all on the same page, and we all knew what we wanted, and we wanted to win, so we went for it.
Now, overcoming such obstacles has kind of been a theme for the team and also for yourself. You battle a medical condition called scoliosis. So tell us, one, about your condition, what you have to go through before games and even off the field.
It started when I started to grow when I was about 17, so they caught it a little late, and so when I got diagnosed with it, I was afraid I wasn't going to be able to play anymore, but my doctor, they gave me some medicine, so I take medicine regularly. And it's rough because I'm not able to do all the things that the other girls are able to do. I'm not able to condition as much as them. I'm not able to lift as much as them in the weight room. But I do as much as I can, and I've been able to, over the years, figure out what works best for me. And the coaches are very understanding. The girls are understanding. It's hard to be that person who's watching your team run. it's really tough. And so, we all work through it together, and the team lifts me up, and it's great. And so, we work through it and just hope that it lasts for the rest of the season.
Tell us a little bit about what scoliosis is.
Well, it's I have a hip fusion on a hip fusion to my vertebrae on my right side, and so when I grew, the spine grew crooked, and so it's now at a 44 degree on the right side, on the upper back, and so it just causes a lot of back pain, a lot of uncomfort. So I don't know, I get through it. The team helps me through it, honestly.
Of course, a few weeks prior to the championship, Georgia State had their banquets for their student athlete and awards and recognitions, and you won the Ron Curry Determination Award. First of all, what did it mean to win that award?
Honestly, it was great. I wasn't expecting it because, I just didn't even think about it, but it's great to have the support of my team behind me and the coaches, and they understand what I have to go through, and I appreciate them for understanding my condition, and as much as I can do, I'm going to do for the team, and I appreciate that they understand that.
And now in the classroom, you've maintained over a 3.5 GPA, majoring in pre-law, and you also worked in district attorney's office back in your hometown in Athens. What was that like?
It was incredible. It's nice to know that what you want to do, and then you have like an internship and you're worried, do I really want to do this? Is it the kind of thing I see on TV, with law? But I really enjoyed it. It gave me a lot of experience in the field and let me know that this is really what I want to do. So I'm applying to law schools right now, and so we'll see where it takes me.
For the first time, you guys will be the defending champions, and that comes, of course, with a lot of pressure. You got the bullseye on your back. What have you guys done so far in this offseason to prepare for that challenge?
Our coaches talked a lot about us this year, like having the target on your back. Everyone's aiming for you, but honestly, we're just going to do what we did last year. We're just going to keep running with it, and we're not saying that it has to happen again or this or else. It's just we're aiming for it, and just as we did last year, and we're going to go for it. We know people are going to be aiming hard for us, but you know what? That's a challenge that we're going to overcome, and it pushes us to be better.
You have a little bit of experience now playing the NCAAs. Talk about the pressures of playing at that level and at that stage and how to handle certain situations.
Well, one thing Roger said to us when we got to NCAAs in Athens, he was like, I just want you to take this in. I want you to enjoy it and, breathe it, live it, love it. And so we all just took it in as an experience, and we had so much fun. It was great. It was a different level of play. We played up to it. We did the best we could, and we're going to be back there this year. And our goal this year is to, win one of the NCAA games and move forward. And we feel like we're going to have a stepping block every year, and we're going to move forward like that every year. So we're really excited about it. It's going to be another great year.
What was it like playing in nearby Athens in front of all your friends and family from home?
It was awesome. I remember we practiced the day before on the field, and I used to always go to the Georgia games when I was little, always growing up, and then still when I go home. And I always imagine what it'd be like to play. I threw out the first pitch when I was like 7 years old there. And I always thought how this would be cool if I ever pitched in a real game here one day. And it was incredible. I went out and I stood on the mound the day we had practice before, and I just looked out in the empty stands, and I was like, wow, tomorrow is going to be like an incredible day. And then when I went out there the next day, and the stands were full, and it was just adrenaline pumping, and I was so excited, and our whole team was behind everybody, and we just had a good time. We enjoyed every moment of it.
Well, Alana, thank you so much for joining us today on CAA First Look, and good luck this season.
Thank you very much.
Getting into law school.
Yeah, thank you.